record of telling the truth, I would say that's the safest bet.
Okay, this is not even a thinly veiled swipe at the President of the United States, who essentially just held a campaign rally in the Rose Garden for an hour, barely mentioning coronavirus. Fauci says trust the medical experts who have a track record of truth. Okay? He didn't just randomly say those words. He isn't talking about people generally. He's talking about someone specifically. He's talking specifically about the person who has been peddling false statements.
Well, I think we are in a good place.
We're facing a serious problem now.
And we're almost up to 40 million in testing and 40 million people, which is unheard of.
I think what we do need is better screening, broader screening in the country to get a feel for really what the penetrance of this infection is.
If you look at the chart of deaths, deaths are way down.
It's a false narrative to take comfort in a lower rate of death.
So we were able to close our country, save millions of lives, open, and now the trajectory is great.
Some states who went from shutdown to complete throwing caution to the wind.
Okay, so there's the person making false statements and the truth teller. And now the American people are making their own decision on who to trust. Let's take what President Trump said today on schools.
What do you tell parents and teachers who feel that it's unsafe to go back?
I would tell parents and teachers that you should find yourself a new person, whoever's in charge of that decision, because it's a terrible decision. Because children and parents are dying from that trauma too. They're dying because they can't do what they're doing. Mothers can't go to work because all of a sudden they have to stay home and watch their child, and fathers.
At a time when 37 states are seeing an increase in cases, and the number of deaths in this country has topped 136,000 people. This country needs someone to lead, and someone we can trust. Not somebody who keeps saying false things, at best to make people feel better, or at worst to hide the truth and help his own re-election. And that is why Fauci is not being nuanced or vague anymore.
I would stick with respected medical authorities who have a track record of telling the truth. I would say that's the safest bet.
You can see it by how he tightens his lips and his jaw about how he feels.